Now to our top story this morning. Crews are searching for clues through piles of debris, trying to determine the cause of the East Village explosion.
They're also searching for two men who are still unaccounted for. CBS 2's Ilana Gold is on the scene with the details. Ilana?
This morning, Mayor de Blasio is scheduled to meet with officials from the fire and police departments, and they're going to come up with a plan for searching through this explosion site for the rest of the day. Crews have been out here all morning digging through these massive piles of debris, looking for any signs of those missing men, and haven't found them. Crews working nonstop this morning at the smoldering explosion site at 2nd Avenue and 5th Street, looking for clues that lie underneath an overwhelming amount of rubble after 3 buildings collapsed.
Nobody knows what's happening.
Nick Figueroa's family needs answers. Firefighters now using their hands to search for the 23-year-old in the debris. He was on a date at the sushi restaurant in the building that exploded. So far, there's no sign of him or 26-year-old Moises Lacone, a worker at the restaurant.
He's my family and he's my brother, and I just want to find him.
Nearby surveillance cameras captured the explosion and people running for cover. Investigators have a theory on what could have gone wrong.
There is a possibility here that the gas line was inappropriately accessed internally by people in the building.
Sources tell us plumbers working in the basement of 121 2nd Avenue possibly made an unauthorized connection to the building's main line to feed gas from newly installed piping. Con Ed inspected the piping just an hour before the explosion and did not approve it for service. And shortly after this,
the owner of the sushi restaurant smelled gas, and he called the owner of the building at that point, who then called the contractor.
The fire commissioner says no one called 911 to report that smell. People who survived and live in the buildings affected are grateful they escaped, including Stuart Lipsky. He had to leave one of his pets behind.
More bricks started coming down and the whole wall started shaking, and I just picked up the cat thing and I said, it's time to go.
The mayor says it could take at least a week to remove all of this debris. Now, this explosion has affected so many people. Several victims are still at the hospital getting treated for injuries, and dozens are now displaced and depending on the Red Cross for help. We're in the East Village this morning. Ilana Gold, CBS 2 News.
Ilana, thank you. An off-duty firefighter is being hailed a hero this morning after risking his life to help victims of the East Village blast. Cell phone video caught Michael Shepard climbing up the fire escape Thursday at 121 2nd Avenue after the explosion to search for anyone still inside the building. He made it all the way up to the top.
People in the street were screaming to me, you know, you got to get down, the fire's getting bigger. And I started working my way down. I wish that we could have, you know, got in there and maybe located one of the victims, you know.
FDNY Commissioner Daniel Nigro says Shepard has been cited 6 times previously for bravery in his career. This will be the 7th. Shepard was also off duty and responded to the World Trade Center on 9/11.